Hello, everyone. This is Graham, Canadian Bear, with Grant. We're coming with another Shadow Command video, and today we want to go over some of the new things that have gone up for pre-order, some re-releases, some new releases, and then we also wanted to go over the rules for the little play test they're going to be doing at Adepticon with the new full scale mode. And so yeah, how you doing, Grant?
It's a beautiful, lovely, cold night in Southwest Louisiana, and we're here talking about Legion. I was just thinking the name of this mode, like full scale war. We had recon. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's a small thing, but like
Mhm.
full scale war, like man, I'm envious of those that are able to go to Adepticon this year because I really just want to see what this would look like on the table. Like 2,000
Yeah,
points is so much stuff.
I will be stalking the Adepticon chat to see all the pictures. Uh, but yeah, so there's a few things we can kind of like go over quickly, I guess, for what's coming up next for this. Uh, so we've got the BX Commando droids are coming back for $50 US. Doesn't look like there's any extra miniatures. Probably no more shields, unfortunately, which would be kind of cool. Or swords, but still, models were good before. We were talking about before that loving the new artwork on the front of the box.
Yeah,
uh,
all the designers over at AMG have really outdone themselves with all the new stuff. I mean, it just looks so good. And I like the change to the box to where it has some of that full artwork. It really
yes,
makes me sad that we have full-size cards that don't have beautiful artwork on them. But we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about how
yes.
gorgeous these new boxes look.
Although I will say, I am glad they listened to community feedback about when they were initially releasing new items under AMG and they were getting rid of all the artwork and it was just miniatures on the front of the box. So big kudos for listening and realizing that, hey, this looks better.
Yeah, Wills, if you ever want to hop on for an interview, if you're listening for this, we would be more than happy to have you on chat and not just sit here and criticize you. So hit us up.
uh, and then we've got new release, the Timus. Uh, it's going to be definitely curious to see what the rest of this unit has to offer and what the difference is between a Magna and a BX uh, on here. I
It's
think,
got to be something with like an overrun profile. Like, I mean, the electro staff is the only real difference that I'm seeing. And it's only got 3 cards with it, so
mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see where it is, and I'm really curious, especially with the full scale war. Like we're gonna go over a CIS list that Graham had thought up here in a little bit, but yeah, looking at it and being like, man, this would have been so much better if I knew what these bad boys costed.
Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, if it's only 3 cards, it's got to be a unit card, that speed boosting card that came with Grievous, and then I'm
Yeah,
assuming the Magna Guard is
turbocharge.
probably the third one.
That's where my assumptions would lie as well, because I don't see what else it could be. Also, am realizing now I need to remember what combinations of paint I use for my Grievous bike, because I'm
The
definitely picking up at least 2 of these bad boys, if not
yes.
more.
Actually, little side note that I'm just noticing. I when did they? Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. When did they update the time on these boxes? For the longest time, Legion boxes were like, "Hey, it'll take like 30 minutes to an hour."
Oh, did they update that?
Yeah, it's 2 to 3 hours now.
Oh wow, yes,
It's
yes,
like,
it is.
hooray! So that's a funny little thing. Um, but yeah. Next, we got
the preview that I'm sure a lot of you have seen with the new battle deck should be coming out towards the end of March. In case you were wondering, they did say that this won't be legal for Adepticon, so you don't need to worry about that. But there's also going to be an event where you can play with only these cards too, which is kind of cool.
Ooh, interesting.
Or at least, if not only these cards, you can like mix and match them in with the other ones too.
Yeah. Now the cards that they've already previewed, though, those should be live and legal.
Yeah, those ones
right?
are
So
live,
like
yeah.
supply run, outflank. Okay.
And then the new detail out of this is this wild deployment zone.
Contact.
Yeah, so it'll be very interesting to see what the text says for this deployment and primary. If you're able to like spawn in from this kind of side that sticks out on your short edge, and just like spawn in from there. But yeah, no, it's another 5 objective one. So, yeah, although I'm realizing, what is it? The supply run that's going to be very interesting on this map, because those have to be outside of your deployment zone and outside of range 2 of a board edge. Or maybe it's just outside of range 2 of board edge, in which case then they can start inside your zone,
Ooh.
possibly.
Yeah, how are you gonna?
Because that's an even smaller area.
That's that's contact is what it is. Yeah. Now, I'm curious to see how this primary is going to interact with like infiltrate and prepare positions keywords. Like I know I personally have really harped hard on prepare positions and how I just don't care for it. But especially with this one, could definitely see putting a super squad of marks right in there early on and getting ready to blast anything off the table, because man, everything's so close, which I love it. I told myself I was going to put up 5-0 first, but seeing this, I'm like, hey, 5-0 first.
Yeah, and this is the first one too where there are primaries that start partially within a deployment zone.
Right.
Yeah, so very, very different. Also kind of makes those prepared position units that are speed 1 a little bit better for starting off the board too, then potentially.
Oh, you know what I just thought of too? All of your like stationary and dug-in units.
That's right up
this
their
is
alley.
great.
Yeah.
This is right up their alley. You can sit there. You can be within half range. You can have heavy cover. So all you E-Web players and you really crazy rebel players that are like, oh yeah, I'm bringing my big dish. It's cool.
Yeah, that's definitely worthy of the exclamation point then.
Absolutely.
Next, we got some more re-releases. ISF are back. I think you would agree that you're kind of surprised that it's only $40.
Yeah, seems like we got a price drop on that, and pleasantly surprised with the spider as well. We're not seeing some of the major hikes that we were a little bit more cautious about earlier on. Same thing with the Ewoks. I know Ewoks have been announced for a little bit, but that was one that we were talking about. These things are like stupid hard to find from their original release. So now not only will they be available and still somewhat affordable, you're also getting the extra minis you need for Super Squad. So that was definitely a nice surprise.
Yeah. The last 2 new ones then are the Republic ATRT. Sorry, Rebels. And I'm hoping that they they fix or I should say complete the instructions on
Oh,
this thing, because this unit notoriously, when it very first released, did not come with instructions. It was just a finished
mm-mm.
picture.
Yeah, so for any of you SpongeBob fans out there, whenever SpongeBob was teaching Squidward how to draw the perfect circle, that's about how the instructions went for the ATRT for Republic.
uh, but yeah, so hopefully that is resolved. And then last one, the ever being nerfed range troopers are getting re-released.
I still don't know why they caught that straight. What was it, 10 or 15? Like it was.
I think it was 10. Yeah, because they
Okay.
went up
Yeah,
to, what are they now? Like, is it 75 or 80 or something like that?
their base is like 80. I've got them pulled up from earlier. No, their base is 70. So they
Okay.
were at 60.
They were reasonable. And I was just like, why?
They were reasonable, and I loved them in Legacy, but yeah, I think I've put them on the table twice in 2.6. One was against Paul, and one was actually against you, and that was just
They honestly might like that new objective too. Being able to come off from
I
the board edge and only having to do speed one.
they may
Yeah.
they may, but one of the things I noticed on the back of their box. Okay, so I guess I'm just noticing this. They are actually including now, like they're kind of putting that little label
Oh yeah.
underneath the heavies or the different units. That's a nice little change. Way to go, AMG.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, no, that's definitely appreciated because, especially when you get to stuff like the B ones, it's like
Oh my
what now?
gosh. Yeah.
But yeah, I
Well,
guess we can start going over the full scale war rules here.
yeah. So we don't have all the rules just yet, but we do have this lovely little document that was supplied by Adepticon. So if you're curious about it, it's easy enough to find. Um, but yeah, you want to start talking about some of our division requirements?
Sure. So the two main requirements are you need to have a command division and you need to have two infantry divisions, and then we can go over what those are made up of a little bit. There is quite a list of band upgrades for this mode. Mostly they are comms upgrades and then a couple command upgrades, but there's kind of a theme with the command upgrades where it's relating to
Hmm.
suppression mitigation, but it doesn't include one of them for some reason. Strict orders
Probably
is
because it's the one that
the
stays
somehow got
home
passed.
most often. They just forgot it existed.
Yeah, fair. Who plays Empire?
Too soon, too soon.
And then also, sorry, Shadow Collective, you're not allowed at the table. It seems, at least for now.
Yeah,
Um,
no mercenary units, which, as me and Graham were kind of discussing beforehand, is really unfortunate for Empire and Rebel players.
yep.
I mean, not that you don't have a plethora of operatives to choose from, but not being able to take any mercenary types really made the made slim pickings for Empire. Unless you just want to run an Inquisitor, like why aren't you running those?
Yeah. And then maybe it was all for our benefit, so there wasn't an Ewok horde coming along.
Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
Okay, while we go over this, I'm gonna just for funsies look at what a 2,000 point Ewok
Okay.
list would even like consist of.
So I'll go over what the divisions are made up of. So what you'll see here is that you've got a command division, a specialist division, infantry, and heavy armor. Both the heavy armor and the command have a minimum unit requirement of 2. All the other 2 are 3 minimum units. Your command and specialists collectively have a courage of 5, and we don't really have rules on how exactly courage is going to work, or the deployment if you have different deployment keywords within the same division. But with the command division, you can take 1 commander, 0 to 2 core units, and 0 to 1 special forces. Your core and special forces in this division get Guardian 1, and then your commander has to be your division commander. And if you were to take 2 command divisions, you'd have to pick one of them to be your actual division commander. Specialist division is 1 operative, 0 to 2 core, 0 to 2 special forces, and 0 to 2 supports. And you'll notice that for the remaining 3 divisions, if you have the speeder keyword, you don't have to deploy with your other units in your division. And then you have an infantry division with 2 to 4 core units, 1 support, special forces, or heavy unit, and they have a courage of 3. And then heavy armor is 2 to 3 heavy units. So yeah,
It's a lot of bodies.
Lots of bodies.
Lots of bodies.
The shenanigans that you can do with separatists.
Oh,
Yeah.
AMG, put the clankers down. We get it. AI is taking over. It does need to take over.
But yeah, no, it's
How are you going to turn around and reward people like Evan Paul that just sit there and cheat all the time? It's absolutely disgusting.
And we could always just include some colored rubber bands in B1 boxes. That would be fantastic.
Hey now, there's an idea.
So yeah, I guess when you're looking at this, what kind of stands out to you? Is there anything?
The collective courage seems interesting. I know we don't know how that works, but like you were saying, everything that got banned was kind of in regards to either an order, some way to gain an order or to, catch an extra order. That all went away. But then also everything for expiring presents. It seems odd that that's kind of gone. But it's been interesting putting these lists together because there's a lot of ways that you can sit there and just try to break these. So I'm curious to see. I'm still going through Ewoks. I'm at 22 activations and I still have room. I'm still not at my 2,000 points. So yeah, also, Lord have mercy on whoever would actually have to put all of these murder bears together. So I've got 5 command divisions and 1 specialist division, and I'm at 8 skirmishers, 8 slingers, and all of them are loaded out to the nines with bodies. Each one of them has a super squad, each one of them has a heavy, and each one of them has a trapper. We get it. We love bears.
Which forgot to go over one rule, which is within a division, all of the generic units that share the same name have to have the same generic upgrades.
Yep.
So for your, because it's easiest with clones, with the extra upgrades that they get, if you have an infantry, all your infantry in that division have to have the same heavy and the same generic upgrades, but as soon as you get a named character like Fives or Ahsoka, that can be a one of, and you're fine there. But yeah, so we can start going over some lists here that we kind of came up with before the cast. So let's see here.
start with a Republic list that we threw together. It's a 16 act, 1,999 points. It has a command division of Yoda with burst of speed, barrier, and guidance. Honestly, we don't really know how force push is going to work in this mode, so I figured it was best to stay away from that and just go with more supportive ones, and with potentially a suppressed value of 10. I don't know if Mind Trick is going to be as valuable as I normally find it to be. Also is going to have a single clone marksman with the mortar and the super squad, and then a unit of Wookiees with a battle shield, figuring 12 wounds, Guardian 1. Seemed pretty nice overall.
Yeah, because with your command division, as long as it's not your commander unit, any core or any special forces in that division gets Guardian 1. So you can definitely stack that, as we'll see here in a little bit. But yeah,
Yep.
that's it's pretty nice.
There's also a specialist division. This time trying to work on the speeder effect that you get. So why not throw Bad Batch doing its own thing on one side, and then throw two Fluttercrafts on the other side of the board with bombers, because I'm assuming that multiple attacks would be beneficial. Two sets of infantry divisions, one having three DP-20 or three shotguns and full or super squad, and then a naked clone marksman in there, because the other one is going to have three super squad marksmans with mortars, and then a shotgun super squad as well, and then a heavy division with two sabers, both with the shock pilot and the armor piercing shells, and then one with a beam turret, again for throwing out multiple attacks if you can, which I'm assuming with that many bodies and activations that are out there, range 1 isn't going to be hard to find.
Is it still? It doesn't specify anywhere on here what actual like table size you play on. Like, so we're having to assume we're still playing on a 3x6 table. So
Yes.
that many.
Even if it's a 4x6, that's only adding. It's not really spreading you out with how much the many of
that's range 2.
It is
You're
range
getting an extra range 2. So
but it's mostly on the short edges. It's adding range 2.
So with big base vehicles like your saber tanks and your ISPs, I mean that's all day.
But yeah, so that is one clone list. And then you had come up with another one.
Yeah, so we were sitting there actually talking about the beam conversation, and along with that, we thought of extra range bands, and it's like, well, there's this lovely little keyword called tempted that, with that many bodies going around and that much dice being rolled, figured it'd probably get triggered a lot. So I've got a 16 act GAR list. My command division consists of Anakin with Burst, Saber Throw, Tenacity, and Into the Fray, just because why not? Pretty standard build. And once again, without knowing what exactly Force Push is going to look like, and then with just the meta, having standard games having pretty vehicle heavy metas right now. And then also with everybody getting the 212 treatment for this, to where you can bring 2 to 3 heavies in a heavy armor division, seems like the 40 points for force push could definitely been supposed to be spent elsewhere. And he's also got a Boyle Super Squad there to give him a Guardian 2 to go ahead and help him out. We've got two specialist divisions. One is with Bad Batch and two clone commandos with their config and armor. The second specialist is Padme with prepared supplies with two clone commandos and their config and the armor. You're going to start to see a pattern here. The first infantry division is just the marksman super squads. They're just naked with a clone commando with the config and the armor. And then the second is two shotgun super squads, one with Ahsoka and one with fives, because as long as you have uniques in there, you don't have to adhere to the division rules of them being the same with another clone commando with the config and the anti-armor. So that is a whopping total of 6 complete the mission tokens spread out over the board. And we've also got 2 sabers, each with the beam, armor piercing shells, and the high energy shells. So, one thing that I just thought of, you're not required to bring a specialist division.
No.
You, in theory, could bring 2+ heavy armor divisions.
Mm-hmm.
You could bring 6 saber tanks if you wanted to. I don't know. Well, I take that back because I listened to the Notorious Council. I know who has 6 saber tanks. Isaiah Wallace, I'm looking at you. But do you imagine 6 sabers on a table? God.
And just to make
Madness,
sure, how many marksmen were in that one division again?
2 for my infantry.
Okay.
So I've got 2 marksmen with a clone commando. So giving me my 3 requirement.
Did they have any upgrades?
No, the marksmen were just the supers.
Okay,
so no heavies.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's like I'm missing some points.
It's a lot of red saves.
Yeah. So there's definitely some trends, but definitely, that's a lot of infiltrate.
That's a lot of infiltrate. That's a lot of range 4 shots. And that's just a lot to chew through. I mean, I've been playing the Stormtrooper Battalion, and once you get multiple super squads worth of red saves, I mean, it's a lot of health to chew through. It's a lot. Nothing's pumping out quite that many dice unless you're just, playing Tempest or 6 saber tanks.
Also, possibly you can split fire a lot with that, and if suppression can be usable, that's also 6 sources of suppressive.
So, you know what else we didn't think about? I know you've got your CIS list that we're going to talk about next.
Mm-hmm.
So you can take that same madness that we were just talking about as far as you don't have to have your specialist divisions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could take 6 AATs all with barrage and high velocity.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I was thinking the same thing, but for Tempest, essentially.
Oh.
However many ATSTs you can do for Empire. And just bring a bunch of repair bot stormtroopers.
Everybody gets an astro.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll go on to CIS then. Let's see here. Got Count Dooku with burst, choke, and barrier. And then he is going to be deploying with a super squad of B1s with rad cannon and portable scanner, Magna Guard with the extra Magna Guard and protector, because Guardian 3 for Dooku is nice. especially with the size of dice pools that are being made so far. Um, and then you have a specialist with a naked sunfac, two geos with force pikes and super squads, and two ion spider droids with attack protocols, two infantry divisions, each with uh, four squads of Super B1s and E5Cs. And then we have a heavy division with two persuaders, defensive protocols, armor piercing shells, high energy shells, and an aqua droid squad with heavy, because why not? For
Sounds like they could.
1,999 and 19x. Or 19 units, I guess I should say. But yeah.
I'm curious to see how. Once again, we don't have the full rules out yet, and
Mhm.
this is still in playtest. But I wonder how this would go into effect with like battle forces, right? Because I'm
Mm.
just thinking about a bunch of EXD snails,
Oh
all with
gosh.
Arsenal 3.
No,
Jeez.
thank you. It's okay. I
I
was just
mean,
started thinking about one with a bunch of dark troopers. I
man,
don't even know how that would work though, with the because you aren't getting the pass tokens potentially.
well, you're not getting the pass tokens potentially, but then you're still, I mean, just like that. Say you run 6 dark troopers.
Mm-hmm.
You're adding basically 6 activations to your list.
Yep.
And then let me double check this real quick. The wording on Mars teleport card, is that specific to just one?
Yeah, it's just one.
Okay, yep, two. Got you.
But
It's two. Yeah, you choose 2 units.
could you imagine?
Um,
Just six of
yeah.
them appear on the other side of the board.
Oh my gosh. That's when you reach across the table,
Mhm.
you shake hands, and you say, "This is fun."
But it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh goodness! But then you also had a CIS list, correct?
I did, but I scrapped it
Okay,
because I I really want to know. We could make some assumptions, but I really want to know what those Timu bikes are gonna look like.
fair.
But I think we were at 21x with it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was similar construction. I ended up doing away with the IG. I had a Kalani, a wheel bike. Well, all right, we're here. Might as well. So we're doing it live.
All right.
So I know I had a Kalani. He had Vigilant and a B2 with the 5S for some range 4 plinking and portable scanners. We also had the Grievous wheel bike. We're doing the Evan Paul special and giving him up close and personal and recon intel. And then to finish out that command squad, we're going to do another 5S B1 with the portable scanner. We had one of the custom super tech agents for our specialists. He was built out, or the first one was built out with Seek and Destroy, uh, Overclock, and Slice Comms, and the Electro staff for. Let's see, did I have? I didn't think I have anything else on that one. And then we also threw along with that specialist. Let me double check. We also threw along 2 stats, each with strike and fade. And then I had 2 BXs with the vibro swords and the mind saboteur. So then the second specialist division, we had a very aggressive super attack with Seek and Destroy, enhanced combat, and targeting relay. He had the mobility upgrade and both of the weapons, so the electro staff and the heavy arm cannon. And then same thing, two more stats with strike and fade, and then two more BX droids. Looking at the infantry units, we had the 5C with the super squads and I think portable scanners. So two infantry squads made up of that. So four total 5C supers with portable scanners. And then just for good measure, another stat on both of those. And then I know I did something different because I know I had a AAT with armor piercing, and then probably yeah, something's off here, but that was more or less. So probably what we would do is I think my
Just
specialist divisions, I'll just take out some stats to where I can have two AATs, and then I'll drop back on my BXs as well to fit the Aqua and the Heavy. And look at that. So I can realistically add back in one of my BXs. And so sitting right at 20 acts for 2,000, an Aqua with a Heavy, two AATs, each with armor piercing, four stats, strike and fade, three BXs with the vibros and the mines, two sniper portable scanner B1s, four of the 5C super squads with portable scanners, one super tech agent with seek and destroy, overclock, slice comms, and electro staff. The go get him super tech with seek and destroy, combat, targeting relay, mobility, arm cannon, and electro staff. Kalani with vigilance, and Wilbike with up close and recon.
there you go.
So
Yeah, nice even 2,000 points.
it's funny that it worked out like that. But
Right.
leave it to CIS to balance out perfectly mathematically and still have plenty of units to spare.
Yes. And then this will do the Rebel one, and then do your Empire one last.
Sure.
So Rebels are kind of a mixture of all speed and then just stay put. So we've got a Rebel officer with the proven tactician. The courage doesn't matter, most likely. So then reinforcements, which I didn't even think about when I selected that one. I was mostly just thinking about the quick thinking and exemplar. And then let's see here. Also, vigilance, combat armor for red saves, heavy blaster pistol, and thermal detonator. With him, we've got a Wookiee warrior with battle shield, because again, Guardian 1 and 12 wounds sounds nice. A unit of rebel troopers with the SX-21 and extra supplies, because I had 5 points. Now common to see, probably Fleet Trooper Cassian super shotgun, because oh no, they lost a wound to Guardian, now they flip. Two infantry squads, one with 3 of these, one with 4 of these, of CMO super squads for rebel veterans. So, you could potentially reinforce, if you could find a way to do this, the very least 7 veterans. And also your fleet squad. There's a specialist squad of Sabine with combat shield, not extra supplies. I meant to do the
uh, prepared supplies. And the Darksaber, with her, is going to be a Mandalorian Resistance with Duelist, prepared supplies, and rockets. Clan Ren with supplies and rockets. And then a heavy division to add onto the speed with 3 Outer Rim, Ground Buzzer, Strike and Fade T-47s. Because you know that Arsenal 2 is actually going to proc for once with all the models on the board. But yeah, 17 activations, 2,000 on the dot. So yeah, definitely. It was a little weird building this one because there are so many mercenaries in Rebels.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of mercenaries and then a lot of good operatives that are fighting for that slot. So I'll be curious to see. Also, for anyone else that's just, wishes ill upon anyone's sanity, you can fit 18, that's 1 8, 18 uh, B1 super squads with the 5C, have a super tac agent, a Kalani, and a Wobite Grievous with up close and personal, and you're still sub 2,000 points. You've got 3 points to play around with just for the fun of it. I mean, if you quite literally just want to flood the body to where your opponent can't move because you're just overclocking B1s in their face, there you go.
Just do what you did with Commandos, but bring only flamers, I guess.
Yeah, just all the flamethrowers.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, 18 though. Like, what do you do? Even on white saves, that's so much to have to chew through.
Yes, that is ridiculous.
I mean, because you're talking about, so yeah, 14 minis, 14 models in that unit times 18. You're talking about 252 wounds and models alone. And that's not even all your activation. You still got 3 more acts. I, I really hope somebody like just goes out there and does some very wonky stuff on this. Like I know there's you guys out there. You guys and girls. I know y'all are out there. Please. Please do it.
I'm going to need to find this channel the next time that we record because there's definitely someone out there that most of their YouTube channel for like the short time that it was on was just large battles on this whole Geonosis campaign, and
Oh,
that this would
yes.
be right up his alley.
Yes. Oh. We're gonna find you and we're gonna put you in the comments.
Yes.
We're gonna put you in the notes of the video. Uh
Because if you haven't seen
come
those
talk.
videos, they are expertly done.
They're great. The editing on it. I mean, this guy. We're gonna find you. This guy did a phenomenal job. Like it's very cinematic, honestly.
Mhm.
Like it's extremely well done.
Yes. Yeah. Shall we do your Empire list then?
Yeah. Bring the fist. So we've got 18 activations. The first command division and the only command division, because who better to be the one and only commander than Lord Vader himself? He's got burst of speed, choke, and saber throw. The one core that goes along with him is an Ion Snow Super Squad with Imperial March. We've got one specialist division. We brought the custom agent with platoon commander, the combat armor, command and control uplink, and the stun baton. He's accompanied by 2 death troopers with the DLT 19 and the E11 config. He's also got 2 dewbacks, each with tenacity and the RT for some range for plinking. We've got one infantry division that is made up of just straight riot squads. So we've got two riot squads with KX and E gear, and then one riot squad with the KX, Imperial March, and Klaus or Callus. Sorry, don't know why I always think of Klaus there. They also have a dewback, but they have the Tenacity Flamer dewback rolling around with that squad. We've got another infantry made up of T-21B Super Shore Squads. So two of those and an E-Web with the barrage generator to make sure we're getting some nice suppression on some range 4. And then the good old great value Tempest of 3 ATSTs, all with the Imperial Pilot, Twin Light Blaster, and the Concussion Grenade Launcher for an even 2,000 points. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. There is a uh, Super T1 Stormtrooper squad with some targeting scopes. They were in the specialist division. That's where they were. Because that's the only place that I'm allowed to take them and let them be different. So
I definitely missed some upgrades on this one, but
you're
oh
good.
goodness.
Yeah.
So
So 18X, a lot of red save bodies, a lot of melee in it. You know, it's got some good melee. They've got some range in there too. I think the Shore Super Squads and the E Webs, and even the Death Troopers. I mean, Death Troopers can be pretty good from far, but they've got the flexibility with their config to where they can get in close. Um, also, really want somebody to just let me flip Black Ops so I can infiltrate a Death Trooper squad and shoot you range 4.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you just, want to let me have it, just gonna throw that out there. But
won't be complaining.
won't be complaining at all. We'll probably shake your hand right then and there. But you might not want to shake my hand, but I'll shake yours.
Oh yeah. So definitely be interesting to see what comes out of Adepticon with this. Not even like thinking about all the continued reveals of the backs of cards or um, new releases that are going to be coming out later this year. Because we should probably do an episode where we're theory crafting on what's going to be next. But the one that I'm going to still say is there's no way they spent all that time and money on all that Gungan art in the core rulebook. And it doesn't come out within, like, there's not a preview within a year.
Yep. No. So calling it now. I I feel like it's gotta be a battle force, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Ewoks. I can see. Let's go ahead and do this. We're doing it live for the second time tonight. Um, I would really like to see. I think we would get like a Queen Amidala or a Commander. Um, I could. I don't know if I think this would be an interesting design space, but similar to what they're doing with the operative Chewie and Han, if we would get like an operative Qui-Gon, because he wasn't really a commander, right? Like
Yeah.
he was a Jedi Knight, but he wasn't quite a commander. So if you did like an operative Qui-Gon along with an operative young Obi-Wan that had like associate, or let him be a pair, let him be unique to that battle force, and let him be a pair. Um, and then you could even have like some Royal Guard as some core options,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like the little guys with the cool little shiny blasters. Um, and then yeah, I mean all kinds of just Gungan nonsense that some of you out there you really want. I have to say, I might be going against the curve here. Um, I will get that battle force just so I can play Qui Gon if he's there. He will be the main selling point for me, but I have no desire to have Gungans on the field. I have no desire to have a Jar Jar that is just going to like break the game somehow. I don't know how. I've heard other podcasters talk about just having like an ungodly amount of uncanny luck. Like give him uncanny luck like 9, and then also give him some kind of like weird Jar Jar deflect to where if he
Gosh.
re-rolls a block through uncanny luck, like you take a wound back. Like it's that kind of like nonsense
Mm-hmm.
that I see it. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna grit my teeth, and it's gonna be okay because I'm gonna get Qui-Gon, and that's what I want. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Gungans, Graham?
Um, it. I mean, if it is the thing that finally brings down the droid menace, I won't really complain.
They gotta have Ion.
Yeah,
They've gotta have like some kind of stupid. It's gonna be like Ion 3 or something. Like
either that or it's maybe they do something to AI specifically.
yeah,
um, the other thing would be that I don't know if you ever played this game, but did you ever play Galactic Battlegrounds?
yes.
Do you remember the like mounted royal guard in that game?
Oh, it's been a while.
It- for those who have never seen these things, if you were ever to hear the scream, that noise will like bring you right back into the game.
Yep.
But essentially, they're
No.
on like a they're like on a
Yes.
dewback sized lizard that has like a longer neck, but they just have these batons that they just go around and whacking people on the head, almost kind of like nuns in like a Catholic school with a ruler. I don't know. That would be hilarious to me. I would not complain about that. It's not canon, but hey, AMG, no one's gonna complain.
No, I'd like to see like a unique grenade for like the Boomba, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give him some range, give it a ton of ion. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how they would do, like, because they would have some mounted units, right? Like, I mean, you would
Yeah,
have
like
like
how
a
do you?
Tauntaun-esque,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, and honestly, what's the, oh man, the commander that saved Jar Jar? Uh,
Um. Oh gosh, I had his name in my head earlier. Um.
jump, Jar Jar, jump.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look that up now. That's gonna bother me. Um.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
he made an appearance in the Clone Wars, right? Like he was the
Yes.
one that Roose Tarfels.
Yes. Starfles. Yep. Yeah, he
Um,
sacrificed himself to bring down Grievous.
to bring down Grievous.
Which
Which
we
look,
can
those
forget that
dudes.
episode though. We don't need to think how the Gungans were the ones to bring him down.
Look, all right, we're talking about the Gungan heights, right? Like, give me a Gungan special forces that make Magnus quiver in their boots, right? Like, give them duelists, give them something like just off the walls. Give us another reason to be upset about the current state of Wookiees.
I feel like if they were, they'd the special forces would be similar to BX's, and they'd be the ones that get the portable shield, the
Mm,
shields.
that that's a good take. That's a good take. Because you could also do the
Then they just
like.
have
I
like the
feel
force
like you could
spikes.
play around with their weapon, right? Like you could play around where they could have their kind of like slingers, skirmishers, right? You can
Mm-hmm.
have your force spikes, or you can have your boomba sling. Um, I like this. I like this.
Yeah. Just swap them around. We get the ×3 mercenary corps that throws stuff. Oh
Oh
goodness.
man,
Yeah,
yeah.
instead of like 12 immobilize, it's 12 ion.
Um, that would actually be so riffing off the same idea, right? Because like some of these new battle forces, like Tempest, Bright Tree, I'm looking at you. Some of your command cards are busted, just
Straight up.
busted. Give me a command card that like I'm deploying my big shield. It's like a standing orders, like it's a four pip. It lets me issue out a ton of orders
Mhm.
and everything with a face up order and give me some kind of chain direct. Everything with a face up order gets like shielded two. Maybe not shielded two. That's a lot. Give me shielded one on everything that has a face up order and let me give out like six orders. And I'm gonna open up with that every single time.
Yep. Absolutely. uh,
That would be
and
so
then
ridiculous. Please, AMG, please don't do that.
I'm curious if it'll be a catapult. Who will get the catapult first? Gungans or Ewoks?
Probably Gungans. I'd
Probably
say Gungans.
Gungans.
I'd feel confident that Gungans would probably get that first. As much hype has been brought behind the Gungan movement for whatever reason, it's because that's the other thing, guys. Help me understand this. How as hated as a character that Jar Jar is, right? And let's put everything aside. Yeah, he's a silly character. Does he deserve all the hate that he gets? No, but he does, right? Why is there such a movement behind this for someone that's so hated? Like, I don't understand.
uh, I think it's because everyone wants to be that to someone else. Probably. We're all just a little chaotic.
All just a little chaotic, all just a little bit goofy.
I mean,
I
we're
have to
spending
say,
how much money on plastic toys? I
so,
think.
so we're really going to derail here. There's a picture, and I have to post it. I don't know if I did post it in the memes chat in the Discord, which you're not a part of the Discord, and you've made it this far.
Yeah.
Dude, come on, join us. It's a great time. We talk about a lot of fun stuff. It's awesome, but it's a wizard, and it's the I cast. Your wife finds your hobby receipts, and it's like, oh no, that's yeah,
We don't need to do
that's a
that.
natty quitty to the to the face. Yeah, that's a I'm gonna go home, guys. No, yeah, I think that if it or not if it's a win when we get Jar Jar, I'm going to do a similar thing to what Randy from X1 has talked about for Kiani Mundi.
Mhm.
And it's like, I'm just going to gun for Jar Jar. If I do nothing else, if I forfeit, we're playing Destroy Enemy Base, I'll let you have the base. I'm killing Jar Jar. He is not making it to the end of that game. I don't care if I have to throw Anakin at him. Oh, Annie! Boom! You're dead. Like, not doing that.
Yeah. Now that you think about it, I actually, if there's one thing I could see Jar Jar having, it would be a similar mechanic to Hondo, where he has a bunch of values that are X and they're related to something else. Maybe it's the number of suppression tokens he has, just because
Oh
that
my
would be
gosh.
hilarious.
But I could see it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know what would be okay. So I was trying to think of like, okay, well, what if they gave him like something stupid like courage, right? Because like he can't fathom what's going on. He can't understand and comprehend like, okay, I should be running away here. But he does. So just like that, what if his courage like what if his courage is also X, but it's based off of suppression to where he's never really panicked. He's only ever suppressed. But just like that, he can take nine suppression. Yeah, he might lose an action, but then he also has uncanny luck X. Like that
Uh,
that's a
that
design space that I'm not here for.
Goodness. It's like, can I inspire my enemies, please?
Yes.
Goodness.
Oh my gosh. But like the sad thing, I can see it.
Yeah.
I really, I
It
can see
fits
it
the
happening.
character.
It fits the character, and that's one of the things that I've really, through all the ups and the downs, there's a lot of characters that's like, nope, this is thematic. This is it.
Yep.
Pardon the yawn, guys. It's been a day, but yeah, no, it fits the character, and oh man, not yeah, not excited for Jar Jar. Am excited for what will potentially and hopefully come with Jar Jar. Um, so yeah,
I guess we'll call it a show there. It's roughly an hour, which that feels pretty short for us actually.
that
um,
was just an hour.
yeah,
Wow, we're doing good.
yeah. Um, but yeah, hope you all had a good time hanging out with us. And
Absolutely.
if you want to continue hanging out with us, or if you have your own crazy Gungan or full scale war ideas, feel free to jump in the Discord or leave it in the comments. Uh, Make sure to we'll do the thing, like and subscribe.
Oh
And
man,
um,
isn't
yeah,
that such a weird thing? Yeah.
it is very strange to say.
So
But yeah,
it's weird to say. And guys, especially if you made it this far, right? You've listened to us ramble on for like an hour. We appreciate y'all. We're trying to do everything we can while Paul is temporarily out. He's gonna be back, right? So if you're just like, man, another Graham and Grant session, I don't know if I can take it, right? They were sitting there ragging on my boy Jar Jar Binks. Like, Paul's gonna be back. But all seriousness, yeah, y'all, we love the community. We love what y'all do. Reach out in the comments, join the Discord. Come talk with us. We love to hang out and just shoot random stuff. And we're all here because we love these little plastic miniature Star Wars pieces. So
yeah.
yeah,
If you're in the U.S., depending on when this video comes out, uh, stay safe this weekend, or hopefully you were safe this weekend. With Winter Storm Fran. So yeah,
is it named?
I believe I think I saw like Fran or something like that was the name of the store.
Of course, it's gonna be Fran. Like, at least it's not Winter Storm Karen. Like that would be.
Just ice in your veins.
That's right. And I can say that my wife's name is Karen. So
There you
I
go.
get, for all you Karens in the comments, covered. I got the cards in my
She got
wallet. I still get checked.
got the Karen pass.
Got
Uh,
the Karen pass.
yeah,
But yeah, everybody. Hopefully, not sure if this is gonna drop probably Tuesday, so it will probably be like semi past. Like some of you, if you're in the South, you might be getting hit, mid morning. Hopefully Tuesday morning, the sun will arise. This video will drop, and you can see all the ice and snow start to melt.
yes,
And then yeah, we'll also try to do like a bonus video this week. I think we're gonna maybe try to do a live list building like Paul used to do. Maybe do a hobby hangout. I've got plenty of stuff I've got to paint and put together, so that will be just straight motivation. Y'all can
hmm
jump in, keep me company in the comments. Talk about how horrific my paint job's gonna be. We're here for it.
yes. All right.
But all right,
So yeah,
well,
we'll end it here, and y'all have a good rest of your day. See you later.
peace.